Hello everyone and welcome to the KKRLA Week 5 Game 5. Today it's the Third Strikers at home taking on the Musical Strikers. Both teams currently have a tied record, 2-2. One team wanting to come out with a win, and preferably the Musical Strikers have been putting a lot of effort in their practice, and so have the Third Strikers. So it'll be a hard match between the two. Number 4, Musical Strikers, and it's the number 5, the Third Strikers. Third Strikers at home taking on the Musical Strikers today. So we'll hopefully see a great matchup between these two, like we saw the time we were at the Musical Strikers home court, where they won 6-5 in overtime. So without further ado, I'm your host, Sokina.
I'm your co-host, Alex.
Let's get this game started. We're here at Neo Tokyo Arcade Edition. Here at the home court of the Third Strikers. Musical Strikers already wanting to get something started out of this. But let's go ahead and name off our players. On the Third Strikers, it's Rex, Sabretooth, Bandit, and Shepard.
And for the Musical Strikers, it's Tusk, Raha, Dex, and Cougar. And
We'd love to hear in the Musical Strikers. Starting out with a immediate goal, assist by Raha, and Tex will start off the game. So, Alex.
That was a pretty good goal to see there. It's kind of stuck in the middle right now, but we want to see if it's going to another side. Looks like it's going to the Third Striker side.
Carry it out completely.
And looks like it's shut up in
Alex, now that you've been here for 5 days, amazing save by Sabretooth, by the way, shot from Cougar. Now that you've been here for 5 days, do you think this week's your week? Musical Strikers ready to take a shot. They're going to send it Sabretooth again with a save. Do you think this is going to be your week, Alex?
I guess.
I mean, you only got tomorrow, just one more day.
Yep.
Now that ball's mostly been sitting over there on the Third Striker side, something that these teams want to practice and love to practice. Third Striker's going to stride for a hit, no luck. Thought honestly that was going in. Basing off of our angle from the camera we had. Shepard hits that off of one of the Musical Strikers players, but can't get the goal to fall. Tusk will hit it away and try to get it on the Third Striker's side. It's just a back and forth. Now in the Musical Strikers left-hand corner, left corner side, whatever you want to say. Tusk looking for a good shot up in the air. Wow.
Incredible goal.
I think they 50-50'd with Bandit, assist by Tex, and he gave that a little dribble, and it was in. Next thing you know, it's 0-2 with 3 minutes and 14 left on the clock. The third tip, Alex.
Well, that was a pretty incredible goal to see from the Musical Strikers. It already goes to the Musical Strikers side. Let's see if the Musical Strikers can put up a defense to block the Third Strikers' movements. Looks like it's already up in the air, savoring through the path of the Third Strikers.
I mean, let's just look back. The Musical Strikers last season were seed number 11, and they are really trying to work for a win around this time, hopefully to get their first chance in the playoffs to start off. I mean, it's going to be a new era of the Musical Strikers if they do get it, and they're hoping to get somewhere with it. They're going to need to have a good win, either in overtime if they want to really have a high chance in the top 5 next week, or if they just if they score a lot of goals. Tex 50-50s. Tusk gonna hit it across Bandit, or who I thought was Bandit. I'm pretty sure that was Shepard, and then it'll be a 50-50. Shepard will hit it away. That's gonna make its way over into the Musical Strikers side. Tex getting an amazing save. I don't know why that wasn't counted, but that was a pretty good defensive effort.
Impressive save.
All right, I'll pass it over to you, Alex.
Well, that block was incredible by Tex, and he misses
and
it.
Miss save. 2-1.
Yeah,
Assist by Bandit. Sabretooth with the shot. It looks like Tex could have got that, but he just backed up at the wrong time and couldn't gain enough momentum to get to the ball in time. 1 minute 53. Here's the fourth tip. Alex.
This is the fourth tip, and looks like the third strikers have really picked up on this game. Launch it to the strikers' side. See if they can put up a defense. It's going back to the third striker's side. Hit back. Now it's going back and forward so far, but looks like they're trying to clear it away from their side and make the strikers.
Sabretooth tried to keep it over there on the musical striker's side, but the effort was to no avail. If anyone gets that reference on the channel, I will forever love you. That's all I'm going to say.
Hit it!
Raja hoping to get a shot off the crossbar. Tex tried to come in, give that an extra shot. And Bandit will carry it all the way to the musical striker's side. 2-2 with a minute and 4 seconds left on the clock. We're going to go into the fifth tip. Alex, let's hear it from you.
That was an incredible goal.
Assisted by Rex.
The musical strikers and the third strikers still have time. To
for any sort of goal. Cougar had to get that, or else it was just going to be crap throughout there. Shepard tries to keep it up, hitting it off of Sabretooth. Tusk 50-50ing everyone. He's wanting the ISO of a lifetime. Tex will hit it away along with Cougar. Musical Strikers hoping to carry this one out. Accidental bump. Tex will give it the hit of the down. He takes the lead with 33 seconds left on the clock. I mean, you have just got to give it to the Musical Strikers because they have been putting up a fight throughout these last few weeks. They couldn't pull out with the other 2 games that they lost, but they are putting up the effort now, hopefully to get a 4-2 next week against Kina Club, or maybe even out their score. It depends what happens here. This all depends on what happens here right now. It's now in the Musical Strikers goal line. Tex will 50-50 with Shepard and blocks the goal and gets a success. Now, 11 seconds. Wow, they tied the game. Sabretooth grabbing it, making it 3-3. There's still enough time for either team to grab a goal. I mean, just unlucky bump. Tusk tried to go up for it, but was bumped by Sabretooth. So here's potentially the final tip of the game. 7th. Musical Strikers truthfully looking for it. It's going over. They're making their efforts. Off the wall. Somebody's got to get that. And we're going to overtime. It's been a while since we've had overtime. But we're going to see what team can truthfully pull out here. Now mostly in the Musical Strikers side, near the middle. Raja trying to go for it. Shepard will keep it over in the Musical Strikers side. Tex throws it up, trying to give Tusk something to work for. There's the good-looking shot off the crossbar. Tex trying to get it, he gets it, and wins the game for the Musical Strikers with 21 seconds into overtime. Tex gives it that little bump, even though it hits the wall. Rex tried to save it. Assist by Tusk. What?
Can I switch into coach mode?
Huh?
Can I switch into coach mode?
Switch. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's go!
We love to hear from you, Alex. Tex with 606 scored. 3 goals, 1 assist, 1 save, and 4 shots, completely filling out the scoreboard. That's crazy. Winning in overtime, they put in their efforts, and now all they got left to worry about is the last game of the season against Kina Club. It's going to be a hard fight, but even if they lose, they could probably still have a decent chance. And this overtime win will probably push them up into the top 5. More than definitely. But without further ado, let's go into the after game talk. Once you see the loading screen disappear, you'll know it's that. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the after game talk. That impressive game that you just saw right there, 4-3. The Musical Strikers pulling away the win on the road. They're gonna go on the road again. Check in next Saturday, February 8th, where we'll see the final game of the season. But without that. Impressive game by both teams. Both teams putting up a lot of effort. It's just that the Musical Strikers pulled out with the win, so the Third Strikers will have to win next match if they want a singular chance at the playoffs. Alex, let's hear your game overview.
That game was kind of impressive. Both teams did incredible, especially uh, especially the Third Strikers with the amazing offense.
All right, we love to hear it from you, like I will always say. But let's look into the Musical Strikers offense. They put up a crazy fight, especially Tex with 600 on the scoreboard. He completely filled out the scoring chart with assist, save, with an assist, with a save, with 3 goals, with 4 shots. He was putting all of it. So there's no doubt that he should have been MVP. Unless someone was putting up a whole bunch of saves, there was no doubt he was going to be MVP. But, Alex, what's your overview of the Musical Strikers offense?
The Musical Strikers played incredible. Their offense.
Might want to speak up because you're cutting out a bit.
The Musical Strikers offense played incredible, and well, I would say they didn't do bad, but some flaws that I can point out were that they did not kind of pass the ball with each other and just went straight at it, which was kind of a bad miscommunication, but still not bad.
I mean, you better feel lucky that they were just able to pull off those shots. Because if they weren't a team like that and they were just going for shots, I don't think they would have a 3-2 record right now. But let's look into the Musical Strikers defense. They had some decent saves. I wasn't truthfully paying attention because the ball was just mostly over there on the Third Strikers side. I'm going to be completely honest. But, yeah, that's mostly all I have to say. Alex, what's your overview of the Musical Strikers defense?
The Musical Strikers defense played incredible, but at the end of the game, they kind of started slipping up, with caused the Third Strikers to come from behind and really go and tie the game, which caused them to go into overtime. But they did well in overtime.
Yeah, and those overtime points are really going to push up into their ranking. Hopefully, maybe even pulling off a number 3. Depends how this next game will go, where it's Cuckoos of Shea versus the Keenan Gamers. But let's look into the Third Strikers offense. They put up really good numbers in crunch time, but they just couldn't pull out in overtime. Honestly, I thought they were going to get it, but the Musical Strikers was just ready and prepared to play in crunch time. Alex, what's your overview of the Third Strikers offense?
The Third Strikers offense played incredible. They did play poorly at the beginning, but then they started picking up at at the end of the match, and then which caused us to go into overtime. But sadly, they did not concede the winning goal.
All right. Great to hear it from you. But let's go into the Third Strikers defense. They honestly let up with what they've been playing throughout the season. I'm just going to be completely honest, because they were playing pretty well at the start of the season. They played against the Musical Strikers, so they must have just lost it or something, because now they're 0-2 against the Musical Strikers for this season at most. What's your overview of the Third Strikers defense, Alex?
The Third Strikers defense played they played okay, but some minor flaws I would say is that they let their opponent really drag them out really dropped them out the defending position and really started playing around with them all the way in their side, which caused them probably to like separate and yeah.
All right. Well, I like to hear it from you, Alex. But thank you everyone for watching this impressive game. It was a hard fight between two teams. Make sure to catch us tomorrow for the last game of Week 5, the week before the last week. The Cuckoos of Shea will take on the Kina Gamers. Also, The Cuckoos of Shea are number 2, and the Kina Gamers still sitting at number 12. So they're hoping to pull out their first win throughout this week. And make sure to catch the Third Strikers with their last game on week 6 at home again at Neo Tokyo against the Song Mixers. And then make sure to catch the Musical Strikers on the road with the last game of the season against the undefeated Kina Club. So that's probably going to be a hard matchup for the Musical Strikers. But who said they couldn't pull it off? I didn't. Alex, would you like to say anything?
Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, we love to hear it.